But listen, I'm gonna say it again. William Tucker, like I said the other day, in 1624 was the first Black African child born in Virginia. That was the first African child born ever on this land. So where was it? How come nobody knows you guys? Because you claim this land is yours. Where were you guys by then? Right? I beg you people. I beg you guys, do not steal the native Indians' land. The YT did to them, we know that, everybody knows that. Do not bring yours to what the Republicans do. They pick all those people and dump it in your community. The Republicans don't respect you guys as Black people. Black people like to kiss their ass.
I didn't say any specific group of immigrants. I did name the Arabs. I named everybody. I didn't say the Black ones only. I said everybody. That's number one. Number two, when we're the reason you're here, and then the system use you against us, and we're telling you this, and you're acting like we're crazy for shining light on that. That's not what we do. We've never sided with them. Never. You're spreading false narratives. Everything. This is the immigration thing is the only thing we like. That's it. That's a lie. Stop spreading these lies. The NFL draft. A Nigerian got drafted to the NFL and he barely had any football experience. He didn't really have he never really played football at all. He got drafted. But then look at the way they treated Shador. Shador been playing football probably more than half of his life. And he was trained and coached by one of the greatest football players of all time, his father, and he almost didn't even get drafted. And then they admitted to it being coercion. So how can somebody with little to no experience get drafted versus a guy who's been playing probably, like I said, more than half of his whole life? It's not race. It's our lineage. There's clips out there with them saying it. The reason why I'm saying that is because these people don't like us because of us being God's people. That's why they infiltrating our communities with this music. What I need just Black Americans to understand is that, when you think about when we were fresh out of segregation, and even with Jim Crow going on, we were more successful as a community then than we are now. And that's because, like, even when you look at Black Wall Street, there were no immigrants in Black Wall Street. There were no Arabs owning businesses, no Africans, no foreigners. Everything was Black owned. So the money that we were spending in our community was going to our people, and our people was investing it in the community. That's why the community looked better. It was better. But the government has used immigration to block that. That's why they give loans to immigrants who can barely speak the English language to start a business on the east side of Detroit in the middle of the ghetto. You got people coming from overseas who can barely speak and read the language, getting loans.
Africans are.
And they telling us no. The system has used immigration to block our ability to build wealth. And that's the truth. So when we spend money with these people, when we get everyday things that we need, like water, bread, milk, eggs, socks, soap, toothbrush, toothpaste, everyday things, all that money is going into their pockets. All of that. And they're sending it back to their countries. They're not investing in our neighborhoods. They don't even hire us in the businesses. And then they're racist in our neighborhoods. These people are traitors because we're the reason they're here. So when we denaturalize them and remove them, I think it's a positive step in us getting control of our businesses in our neighborhoods again.